Hi everyone, thanks for watching. I'm Lauren from Guthrie and Ganny, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you all of the new fabrics that we have had in over the past few weeks, so kind of over September and then into the start of October. All of these fabrics are available on my website in the Just Arrived section, but I will also make a blog post that goes along with the video, so if you're looking for something specific that I show you, then I'll link to that in the description of the video and you can find it all in there. I've got a mixture of stretch and woven fabrics to show you tonight. Some really nice seasonal ones, cozy, comfy ones, lots of lovely colour and print, so I'm sure you're going to find something that is really inspiring. So the first fabrics that I wanted to show you, which I've been so excited about coming in, is the Liberty Tanalon Christmas range. And there's a few different prints, some of them have a different colourway. They're all in that classic lovely and soft 100% cotton Tanalon base cloth, which is quite lightweight. I wouldn't say it's drapey, it's more floaty. Cotton does tend to hold its structure a bit more than like a rayon or a viscose, but it is really nice and floaty and lightweight. So it's good for cute little tops or blouses. If you were making something that had any frills or gathers, it would be really nice as well. There's a few that are sort of more celestial and kind of star print themed. This one here, which is obviously like a lighter background, and then we've also got one that's a bit bolder, which has got more kind of primary colours in it. I really love it though. It's like shooting stars, and yeah, just a lovely colourful. So it's maybe not specifically Christmas, but just sort of more kind of mildly Christmas themed, I'd say, for those two. And then we've got other ones that definitely are Christmas. So I would say this is a bit more like Ode to Q in a Zoo, if you know the popular Q in the Zoo print from Liberty. So there's lots of different animals, but all Christmas themed, with a Christmas tree and lights and presents and gingerbread men, and yeah, just nice funny little details like a frog with a crown on it and that sort of thing. So we've got it in a red and then also in a navy colourway as well. And then this one, which I think might be my favourite, it's really cute, it's sort of like stamp and letter themed. So again, two colourways. This is the white one, or the kind of off-white one, and then there's also a navy colourway to it as well. And it's got lots of little stamps and then kind of postcards or letters that say Liberty, Regent Street, London on them. So definitely like a nice memento for Liberty. And yeah, just lots of lovely nice details in that one as well. I absolutely love that one. And then this one here is, I think it's meant to almost look like lots of fairy lights, but they're kind of in the shape of toys. So a nice dark navy base again, and then sort of line drawings of different toys. Like I think there's a drum there, a house, some presents, a rocket, a train, a trumpet, a rocking horse, some toy soldiers. So just some really lovely details in there, and nice colours as well. And yeah, just another lovely fun Christmas print. So if you are looking for something maybe that's a bit more sophisticated Christmas, then a nice little blouse or something, and that would be lovely. Then sticking with the wovens, the next ones I've got to show you are all corduroy fabrics, and they have like a little bit of a different sort of texture to them. They've kind of got a denim feel to them really. So there's two colourways of this one. It is the stretch baby cord fabric, so it's 70 cotton, 28 polyester and 2% elastane, and it's, I would say it's got like a decent amount of structure to it, but probably not quite thick enough to make something really tight fitted like the ginger jeans, for example. I have made them before out of stretch needle cord, but I would say this one's maybe not quite thick enough for that. But a nice little skirt would be nice. You could make a more structured sort of shirt dress with it as well, with a little belt. I think that would be cute too. And the way that it's woven is that some of the threads are white and then some of them are blue, which is why it has that sort of two-toned appearance. So it's almost like the lines are blue, but then behind that you get the white thread coming through, so it gives it a really nice texture. So that's the denim one, and then there is also an indigo colourway of it as well, which is just a little bit darker. So yeah, it's another really lovely nice needle cord. It's going to feel nice and cosy as well because it's got that sort of brush needle cord feel to it. So if you want a fabric that feels cozy this time of year, it's a nice option. This one's a little bit unusual. It's actually been wrapped around the bowl with the wrong side facing out. The right side of the fabric is actually this way, so we've called it a subtle check because the check looks quite obvious on this side, but actually on the right side of the fabric where the cord is, it just comes through a little bit more subtly. But I think it's nice, you know, if you want a check but you don't want it like in your face check, it's you know, it's kind of comes through the cord really. This one is 100% cotton and it's lighter weight than the other two. So I would say it's better for you could make like a nice structured shirt with it. Again, you can make a shirt dress with it as well. It just doesn't have quite as much thickness or sort of body as the other two needle cords. And then keeping with the wovens, most of what I've got to show you is stretch, but I'm going to get all the wovens out of the way first of all. We have had a really lovely new range of plain fabrics that are great for trousers or smart dresses. You could use it as well. It's a lovely fabric. It feels so soft. And it is the indigo bamboo blended twill fabric. So yeah, this is the indigo, but we have it in two other colourways as well, a peacock and a forest green. And it's 49% bamboo, 49% recycled polyester, and then 2% spandex. So because it's got that recycled polyester content, it's more resistant to crinkles, so it's not going to crease as much, and it feels so soft. Again, it's almost got a sort of subtle brushed feeling to it. Lots of nice drape. Bamboo, thank you for that. So I think it would be lovely for sort of wider leg trousers that look a bit smarter. You could use it to make skirts as well. Smarter dresses would be nice too. It's a lovely fabric, really lovely sort of body to it, and swishiness, and yeah, a bit more of an unusual fabric composition to it as well. And then we have increased our range of the cotton waffle fabric that's really good for dressing gowns. So we've now got it in a couple of melange colours, or kind of marled colours, so they're not as solid colours, got a bit more texture. So this one here is the denim one, and then we've also got it in a really nice light blue colourway as well. So I think like the named Lahaja dressing gown, it's a classic sort of dressing gown pattern that we did in a kit a few years ago, and we used the plain colourways of this. It makes a really lovely cosy dressing gown. It's really nice. So a few more options there if you fancy making that one. And then finishing off my woven ones that are here, quite a big bolt, and then I'll show you the things that are on the rolls behind me here. They've maybe caught your eye already. This one is the current Woolen blended Boucle fabric, and it's quite a big bolt. I'm just going to lift it up onto the table here. A beautiful colour. We've also got it in an aubergine colour as well, which is lovely, and it's just got such a really nice texture to it. So the composition of this one is 35% wool, 35% polyester and 30% viscose, and it's wide 145 centimetres, so it's going to be good for all your classic coat patterns, from even simple things like the Megan Nielsen Hovia would be nice in this, but the other popular ones, the paper cut Nova coat, you can make a closet core Claire coat with it, and it's just got such a lovely texture, really nice rich colourways as well. So yeah, if you're looking for a coat fabric, that is a really nice option in those two colourways there. And then moving on to the wovens that are behind me on the rolls here, I've got some that are viscose Stencil, some that are viscose Crepe. I'll show you them first because I feel like they're nice colours for this time of year. These are Fibre Mood fabrics as well, so they're ones that feature in the samples that are in the Fibre Mood magazine, which we now stock as well, so you can get that on the website too. This is the Red Leaves viscose Crepe, so it's got a gorgeous texture, this fabric. You wouldn't want to iron that out, that would be part of the texture of the garment, and I think the lovely rich red in this is just really nice simple print as well, but it's really effective. I would say it's opaque too, you can't see through it, so it's going to be really good for skirts, dresses, tops, little blouses, that kind of thing. It would be really nice. And a pattern that's sort of small scale and abstract enough, you don't need to worry about the placement there too much either. Very similar to this print, so similar in base cloth and kind of similar in design as well, but a little bit different, is this one here, which is the red floral viscose Crepe fabric. So it's got a little bit of a lighter kind of overall tone to it, but another absolutely beautiful one with that gorgeous crepey texture too. So again, would look beautiful as a lovely dress or skirt or kind of swishy little top. I really love that one. Nice for the festive season as well, in that gorgeous kind of red colour. And then this one here has got such a lovely weight to it. So this is one of the viscose Stencil ones. Classic blue colourway, quite a large scale sort of guess it's kind of like an abstract animal print really. It's the blue animal viscose Stencil, so it's 70 viscose, 30 Stencil, and it's got a twill weave to it as well, so it just feels a little bit weightier and heavier than some of the plain weave viscoses. Just open a little bit out so you can sort of see the effect on me. So yeah, it's mostly kind of that off-white sort of creamy colour, but then these flashes of the bright yellow, which is really nice. I think that's absolutely gorgeous. It's got a really nice weight to it, but just feels so silky and drapey. It's beautiful. And again, it's totally opaque. You wouldn't need to line it. I think you could even make, I think a nice Zadie would be nice in that. Zadie jumpsuit would also be very stunning. But yeah, dresses, tops, blouses, they're so versatile, those type of fabrics, when they're not see-through, because you can pretty much make any type of garment with it. If it's got that sort of, you need that kind of drape and that movement in the fabric. Then this one here is also a viscose Stencil, but it's a plain weave fabric. It's not got that twill texture, so it's a bit of a flatter texture. And this really popular sort of green colourway. So if I open a bit of that out for you to have a look at as well. So it's a bit like a sort of cross-hatch check design on it, which is really nice. Little bits of purple in it too, and lovely sort of drape and swishiness as well. Again, totally opaque, and just another really lovely versatile fabric and a nice kind of bold print there. So another option if you're into the green trends. And then this final one that I have got to show you is so beautiful and colourful. I feel like it's maybe like slightly summery, but I just couldn't resist it when I saw it because it's so stunning. The colours in it are beautiful. It's got sort of painterly texture to it. Let me just tell you what, it's got abstract artist sketch cotton, 97% cotton and 3% elastane. So it's quite a large scale print, and it's just such a rainbow of beautiful colours, really abstract design, and I think that would just look stunning in anything. A top, a blouse, a dress. It is just lovely. So yeah, and if you like bold, bright colours, it is another really lovely choice. And then the final woven fabric that I wanted to show you is these beautiful Robert Kaufman flannels that we have had in. So this is one of the colourways here, the sort of brighter colourway, but we do have a few others that are more, some of them are more kind of muted colours. It's 100% cotton. One side of the fabric is being brushed, so it kind of feels like fluffy and nice and soft. I would say it's more like a medium weight cotton. It will hold its structure a little bit more, so if you were making something like looser and floatier with it, like the top that I've got on just now, it would obviously just hold its shape a little bit more, but I definitely think you could still use it to make tops, dresses. I personally think it would look really good as a shirt or a blouse. You could make a lightweight Ilford jacket with it as well. You could also use it to line the bodice of something. So say you were making a coat or a jacket, you could line the bodice with this, but I would still put something slippy in the sleeves if you were lining it. So a few different ways that you could use it, and it does just feel really snuggly and soft because it's got that brushed backing to it. So yeah, a few really lovely colour combinations of that Robert Kaufman fabric. Okay, now we are on to the stretch fabrics. And the first few are a fabric that we've had before, but this is new colourways that are coming through. So we have got the blended viscose knit fabric, now comes in a lovely soft pinky colourway, so it's a sort of marled texture. Also now got it in a lovely purpley texture, purpley colour as well, which is beautiful. So this fabric is so soft, feels so cosy, and it's great for cardigan patterns. So the True Bias Marlowe cardigan, the Helen's Closet Blackwood would be nice as well. Any sort of nice loose oversized cardigan patterns is going to be really good because it's quite floppy because of the viscose content that's in it. I think it would also look nice as a sweatshirt as well. The toaster version too would be beautiful in this, and it would be nice and snuggly because it's got that higher neckline as well. So a few new colours of that one, and then very similar to this, but it's kind of like even more special, is the one that, let me try and pull it out for you. I think we've got 3 different versions of it, and it's basically like the same type of fabric, but it's got a different colour each side. Sorry that I don't have names for you yet for these ones, but they're literally so new. As I'm filming it, they aren't even on the system yet. They will be by the time I post the video. But it's that same viscose blended knit fibre, but then each side has got a different colour, and either side could be the right side. So it would be quite nice if you were, say you were doing the marlow but you wanted a different colour for the neckband piece and the cuffs, that would look really nice. So that's a sort of kind of warm oatmeal-y colour with a lovely soft sage. Then we've also got this one here, which is like a kind of pinky colour with, again, sort of oatmeal-y colour on the reverse. And then this one is a kind of nice bluey colourway, and the reverse of that one is a sort of off-white colour, or again like a kind of light oatmeal-y colour, various versions of oatmeal in these fabrics. But yeah, they're all really lovely to work with, feel really super cosy and soft. So yeah, whether you want a solid colour or you want a little bit of reversible, then there are lots of options there. Then we have also added this colourway, which is a range of fabrics that we already have in more classic colours. We've got like a cream or an ivory, a black and a grey. Just got it in a really lovely light blue colourway now as well. So it's a ribbed texture. It does have more like a right and wrong side. You could use it to make cardigans too, but I think probably what I envisage most when I look at this fabric is the turtleneck style top. So like the True Bias Nico, the Megan Nielsen Rowan, where they're quite fitted and they've got that turtleneck on them. It would be really lovely and snuggly in that. So yeah, just another colourway. It's been a really popular fabric. So nice that we've got another colourway in that one as well. And then keeping it plain but with a stretch. 3 new colours of Cozy Colours sweatshirting. So this is our super popular range of sweatshirting fabric with a lovely fleece back that we have been stocking for years. If you know this fabric, you will love it. It just washes and wears so well. It's really nice to sew with, and it's very versatile, goes with lots of jumper, cardigan, hoodie, jogging bottoms, all that sort of thing. So we've now got it in a rose, we've got it in an emerald, and also a really lovely berry colourway. So it's nice to add them to the range. We do still have all of the other colourways of the Cozy Colours too, so if you like that range, I'm sure there's some colour in there for you now. It's just nice because it's plain, but it's got that little flex, so it just adds a little bit of extra texture to it. And then we've also had a new fabric come in that is plain and a jersey. And again, a bit more of an unusual fabric composition in this one. So it comes in 4 different colourways. This particular one here is the Seafoam, and it is the Fluid Drape Lyocell, 10 lyocell jersey fabric. So it's 65% lyocell, 35% polyester, and it's kind of like a double knit really. So it doesn't particularly have a right and a wrong side, like it just looks the same on both sides. It's quite lightweight, and it's got beautiful drape and movement to it. It feels so soft, and a nice amount of stretch as well. So I think it would be really nice for dresses like the Closet Core Ebony. You could make a wrap dress in it like the Appleton. The named Kilo wrap dress would be really nice in this as well. Could also use it for t-shirt patterns too. I think it's probably too lightweight for jumper patterns, but definitely t-shirt and top patterns and dress patterns would be really lovely. And as I said, 4 gorgeous colourways in that one too. It just feels so soft. Lyocell, if you haven't heard of it before, it's a form of rayon. So it's kind of sits in that category of fabrics that get called Stencil, lyocell, rayon, viscose. They're all very similar in how they behave. It's more to do with the specific manufacturing of them that's very slightly different. And then also Stencil's a brand name of lyocell. So sometimes the terms can get used interchangeably even though they are different, but in terms of how they actually behave and drape and move, they're very, very similar. And then the next ones we have, I'll move on to the prints now. We've had a few printed sweatshirting fabrics. So there's 3 colourways of this range here, and it is a cotton fleece back sweatshirting, but I would say it's probably a bit more lightweight. I would say it's a little bit more lightweight than the Cozy Colours. It's more like the weight that a French terry loop back would be, but it's a little bit brushed on the back. So it would cross over quite nicely, I think, between t-shirt patterns and jumper patterns as well. And it's just got a really lovely floral print on it, and some nice soft colourways. So yeah, that's a sort of like a kind of grey, greeny colourway. And then we've got a really lovely sort of bright yellowy one as well, and then a lovely sort of pink and purpley one, which is also beautiful. So yeah, if you're looking for a sweatshirting with a little bit more pattern and colour and design in it, then there are some really nice choices too. We have also had this French terry loop back here, which is a mixture of modal and cotton, and it comes in 2 colourways. So it's quite floppy because it's got the modal in it, and it's got this really lovely sort of floral kind of blobby print on it, which I think is really, really nice. Really lovely colour combinations there. And I would say it's more like t-shirt top weight. You could make a dress in it as well. It's not really sweatshirting weight. I think it's a bit floppy and thin for a sweatshirt. But yeah, it would be really nice for tops, t-shirts and dresses, this one. So this is a more sort of ready one. And then we've got the more kind of purpley colourway as well. And then the next ones that I've got are more in the sort of novelty theme. I'll show you these ribs first before I get into that. This is a new range of stretch ribbing fabric. So it's fabric that you would use for cuffs and neck bands, hem bands. So yeah, just a range of different stripes in that one. So obviously it's going to be more of a contrast for what you would pair it with, but they also look really good paired with plain fabric. So say it's like you're making a t-shirt and it's just like a plain white t-shirt, you can have that as the neckband, or if it's the Rio ringer, the True Bias Rio ringer, you could have it as the hem on the sleeves as well, and it looks quite cool. More sort of retro style. They do look nice on kids' clothes as well, but obviously equally all clothes would be nice. So just another option to add to our ribbing range, because we've got lots of plain colours, but we don't have any stripes. And then the stretched ones we have left are definitely more sort of novelty, or more towards the kind of children's end of the spectrum. This first one here, which you might have seen me put up in my Instagram stories when I was on my fabric buying trip a few weeks ago now, is this amazing dog one. So it's on a really kind of bright, lovely pink coloured background, and then it's got lots of Dalmatians in different colours. So it's that really sort of soft fleece back, like a sweatshirting, but quite a light sweat shirting. So I would cross over between the 2 styles of patterns. So yeah, just a really lovely fun one. It was one of the ones that I wasn't sure about, and I put up a little poll on my Instagram stories, and people were like, yeah, we really like the dog one. So here it is. And then the next ones are a new colourway of a print that we've had before, but I just really liked the pinkiness in this one. It was more kind of greens and navies and like an ochre colourway of it we had before, so a bit more sort of unisex or boyish. The pink one's obviously got a bit more girly vibes to it. So yeah, it's like a kind of lion's head on a nice pink background, and then that's kind of like flowers and sort of daisies on that one there. So again, it's the fleece back sweatshirting fabric. I would say this feels similar weight to the dog one that I just showed you, so it's a little bit lighter than the cozy colours, but definitely would be like a nice cozy sweatshirt, but equally you could make a t-shirt in it as well if you wanted to. So yeah, just another colourway of that one. I'll link to the other colourways that we've got as well, just so you can see them all together. And then this one we've had in a blue and a green, and it's just got some really cute little cars and trucks and diggers and helicopters and that sort of thing. I think I was definitely inspired by my little boy when I was buying these fabrics, who's almost 3 and he loves any sort of vehicle, so I think that was probably why I was drawn to it. But this is more like a t-shirt weight, so it's like a single knit sort of jersey fabric, so yeah, perfect for t-shirts really, and long sleeve tops. I've made some long sleeve tops in this type of fabric for my little boy before as well. So 2 colourways of that one. And then we've got one that's more kind of dinosaur themed. Again, I think I was influenced by my 3-year-old when I was purchasing this fabric. Just lots of different dinosaurs on a darker blue and then a lighter blue colourway as well. They're quite intricate, the dinosaurs really. Lots of little details on them. Some are more silhouettes and some are more sort of like line drawings, and some floating bones in there as well for good measure. So another fun dino themed one. And then these ones are a bit more cute. I picture these maybe more on a sort of younger little one. or like a little baby. Just some really cute little sort of sketchy animals. Again, it's like a t-shirt weight jersey, so we've got it on this kind of darker green colourway and then a kind of oatmeal-y kind of marled colourway as well. So yeah, another really lovely cute one, and feels very lovely and soft as well. And then the last jersey that I've got to show you is another cotton jersey, and it's for all you cat lovers out there. So it's like lots of lines, but then it looks like the cats are kind of climbing out of them, or kind of peeking out of them. So sometimes you see their tail and their back legs, sometimes you see their little head poking out, which is quite cute. Maybe some fun pyjamas or something in that one would be nice, or just a t-shirt. It is like a t-shirt weight fabric. So I hope you have enjoyed seeing all of those fabrics. Remember, if you're looking for a specific fabric I show, the best place and the quickest way to find it is going to be to look at the blog post that goes with this video, because I'll list all of them in there. But you can just generally browse the website as well. In the Just Arrived section, we have new fabrics that arrive all the time. So it's the best place to keep up to date with all of the new things. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, then just remember to hit subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video. And I'll see you next time. Bye.